In mid-April 2025, a storm of controversy erupted around retired boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr., fueled by allegations of financial ruin and criminal activity. Social media platforms buzzed with claims that CNN had obtained and released Mayweather's personal bank statements, purportedly proving he was bankrupt. The story originated on a Reddit thread where anonymous users posted low-resolution screenshots, allegedly showing Mayweather's account balances as negative or zero. These documents highlighted large pending debits labeled as alimony payments, tax liens, and attorney fees, with one page reportedly listing total liabilities exceeding $120 million and no corresponding assets. The screenshots appeared redacted, with black bars obscuring sensitive details like account numbers, leaving only blurred bank letterheads. Some argued this implied authenticity, suggesting CNN had legally obtained the documents under SHIELD laws and obscured key information before public release. However, no verifiable evidence confirmed CNN's involvement, and the network issued no statement addressing the claims. The Reddit thread sparked a frenzy, amplified by influencers, commentators, and even respected boxing podcast hosts who devoted episodes to dissecting the alleged documents. Dramatic thumbnails and sensational headlines drove millions of views across platforms, turning the unverified claims into a viral spectacle. The narrative gained traction partly because of Mayweather's history of flaunting wealth, which made the idea of his financial collapse both shocking and intriguing. Yet, the lack of concrete proof, relying on blurry screenshots and anonymous sources, raised questions about the story's legitimacy. Some speculated the leaks were fabricated or exaggerated to tarnish Mayweather's image, while others believed they exposed a hidden truth about his finances. Adding fuel to the fire, federal authorities reportedly raided Mayweather's residences in Miami and Las Vegas amid an ongoing investigation into his company, Mayweather Promotions, for alleged tax evasion and financial misconduct. The FBI uncovered multiple forged documents during the searches, intensifying scrutiny on the boxing icon. ESPN commentator Stephen A. Smith addressed the raids on his show, expressing disappointment in Mayweather, whom he described as one of his all-time favorite fighters. Smith didn't mince words, comparing Mayweather's alleged actions to those of notorious financial criminals. He highlighted the FBI's findings, which suggested Mayweather's lavish lifestyle, often showcased through private jets, luxury watches, and sprawling properties, might be a facade built on deceptive schemes. A surprising twist emerged from the investigation. Many properties Mayweather claimed to own were part of strategic brand partnerships. In these arrangements, he posed as the owner to boost the property's appeal and attract buyers, receiving payouts or a few properties in return. The FBI viewed this as a deliberate scheme to mislead the public, further damaging Mayweather's reputation. Smith was particularly disturbed by allegations linking Mayweather to cryptocurrency scams, where he reportedly promoted fake coins, only to disappear after his followers invested and lost money. Blockchain sleuth Zach XBT, known for exposing crypto fraud, publicly accused Mayweather of ties to multiple token scams, including projects like Mayweather's, Ethereum Max, and Floyd Token, which collapsed, leaving investors with worthless assets. Smith echoed these concerns, noting that Mayweather's crypto dealings might be where his most significant criminal behavior was concealed, as they often flew under the radar. Mayweather's history with cryptocurrency raised red flags. In 2022, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) charged him for failing to disclose payments he received for endorsing 3 initial coin offerings, ICOs, including a $100,000 payout from Centra Tech, a Miami-based company later accused of fraud. Mayweather had urged his social media followers to invest in Centra's ICO, claiming he had secured his share. The SEC also pointed to posts where he predicted large payouts from other ICOs and jokingly called himself Floyd Crypto Mayweather. These actions led to a $750,000 penalty, part of the SEC's early efforts to regulate ICOs under securities laws. Smith reported that Mayweather had been fined over $1.6 million years earlier for similar violations, underscoring a pattern of questionable financial dealings. The crypto community expressed outrage, with some users on X arguing that Mayweather's net worth, once estimated at $500 million by Sports Illustrated, was smoke and mirrors. Commentators found it baffling that someone of his wealth would resort to fraudulent schemes, while others questioned whether he would ever face meaningful consequences. Zach XBT's investigations revealed at least a dozen failed crypto projects tied to Mayweather, including a token named Floyd that he heavily promoted before abruptly deleting his posts, raising suspicions of another scam. Investors who bought into these ventures suffered significant losses, with many projects flagged as rug pulls, where creators vanished after draining liquidity. Beyond crypto, Mayweather's real estate ventures also came under scrutiny. He claimed to own over 100 buildings, mostly in New York City, including a supposed $400 million deal involving 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. In an Instagram video, he boasted about purchasing these properties without partners, urging followers to check out photos of his buildings. However, Business Insider reported no evidence of such a sale, suggesting Mayweather's claims were exaggerated or false. Sources indicated he was likely a paid brand ambassador, posing as the owner to attract buyers and renters for developers preparing to sell the properties. This aligned with Smith's observation that Mayweather's career increasingly revolved around ambassador deals, projecting ownership over brands and assets he didn't truly control. Smith even joked that Mayweather's private jets might be part of sponsorships, leaving his true assets a mystery. Despite the allegations, Mayweather remained defiant. After days of silence, he took to social media, dismissing claims of debt, financial crimes, and tax issues. On Instagram Live, he flaunted his wealth, showcasing wristwatches and boasting about his empire's stability. He posted a photo of a tax check, claiming he paid $18 million to the IRS the previous year, even while retired. "Just imagine what I was paying when I was active," he wrote, emphasizing his place in a different tax bracket. However, he was accused of faking a tax receipt to mislead the public, further eroding his credibility. In 2017, Mayweather faced similar accusations of financial trouble but dismissed them by flaunting a $100 million check from his fight against Manny Pacquiao, insisting his taxes were handled. Mayweather's tax issues weren't new. The IRS had filed multiple liens against him over the past decade, including a 2015 claim. In April 2025, he filed a petition with the U.S. Tax Court in Washington, D.C., requesting his case be heard in Las Vegas after failing to reach a settlement with the IRS. Attorney Leighton Kohler, a former IRS senior revenue agent, noted that tax judges visit Las Vegas infrequently, meaning Mayweather could wait 6 months to a year for a hearing. This delay might allow him to collect earnings from his August 2025 fight, potentially to settle his tax debt. The IRS and Nevada boxing regulators declined to comment on his case, leaving many questions unanswered. Mayweather's career, often divided into the Pretty Boy and Money Mayweather eras, reflected stark contrasts. As Pretty Boy, he was a dominant, knockout-heavy boxer who lived relatively cleanly with his taxes. As Money Mayweather, he became a cultural icon, earning hundreds of millions through technical skill and showmanship but marred by financial controversies. His money persona, inspired by WWE's theatricality, was crafted to maximize box office appeal. In 2008, during a brief retirement, Mayweather faced WWE's Big Show at WrestleMania 24, earning $20 million and breaking the Giant's nose in a scripted but adrenaline-fueled moment. WWE legend Triple H revealed that Mayweather, a lifelong wrestling fan, drew inspiration from the industry to create his money persona, using HBO's 24/7 series to market it to the world. Despite his wealth, Mayweather's relationship with rapper 50 Cent highlighted ongoing tensions. The two shared a close friendship, with 50 Cent supporting Mayweather during his 2012 prison sentence for domestic violence. However, a rumored $2 million debt strained their bond. 50 Cent recently defended Mayweather against bankruptcy rumors, arguing that unlike others in the boxer's circle, he never relied on Mayweather's wealth. He mocked Mayweather's claim of owning 100 buildings, suggesting it was a lie, yet emphasized their drifting apart was due to his own independence, not financial disputes. The rapper's comments reflected a broader sentiment. When so many voices echoed doubts about Mayweather's finances, it hinted at underlying truth. Mayweather's public image remained a paradox. He continued to project opulence, recently visiting Roatan, Honduras, where he showcased his $50 million Gulfstream G650 private jet and received an award from the Minister of Tourism. He praised the island's beauty and culture, dismissing financial trouble through displays of extravagance. Yet, the raids, crypto scandals, and unverified bank statement leaks painted a different picture, one of a man entangled in legal and financial chaos. Stephen A. Smith's disappointment resonated with many fans who admired Mayweather's boxing prowess but questioned his offering choices. Whether he was truly bankrupt or simply navigating complex schemes remained unclear, but the controversy underscored a timeless truth: even the wealthiest icons can't outrun scrutiny forever.